Good morning, distinguished authorities. My name is Allison Imbaquingo, and together with my partner Andrea Fernandez, we are going to compete with the book The Watchers.
The author of the book The Watcher is Jennifer Bassett, has been a teacher advisor, editor, and writer. She began teaching English in 1972 in England, Greece, Spain, and Portugal. But in 1989, she left teaching to devote herself to writing and editing her books. She is the editor of the Oxford Bookworms library series and has written more than 20 short stories, some of which she has written and some of which she has not. Some of her books have won language learned later awards. She is also the author of a series of short stories that have been published in English Today, Reads, and Storylines. Jennifer is co-advisor with Dawson of the Oxford Bookworms collection of short stories for advanced learners of English.
The story is about Taras and his sister Akita, who are more than 3,000 years old. They are watchers of the 5 meters high statue of the god Poseidon, all made of gold. They don't eat, they don't drink, and their eyes never close. The story begins when Jim and his sister Stella are on holiday in Greece and travel to Knossos, a very famous and ancient place. There they want to find many dangerous caves. They take their friend Nikos, who knows a lot about caves. They go there and remember that nobody visits the palaces anymore. They are dead. On the first day, Nikos finds the door of the cave, and together with Jim and Stella, they decide to go down. Nikos said that it was the 10th cave visited by the Greek gods. When Jim heard this, he scoffed, but Stella contradicted him. Taras and Akita find themselves in the dark and cold room of the god Poseidon, as they are the god's watchmen. On the second day, the 3 young men wondered if they were still in the caves or if it was better to go back. But Nikos knew Jim and knew he wanted to see all the caves. They were in the 14th cave. They noticed that there was a river in front of them. Stella didn't want to cross. She said it could be dangerous, and she started to hear boys laughing and saying they wanted gold. On the third day, Stella no longer wanted to stay in the caves. They agreed that they would see one more cave and then leave. They noticed that Jim was looking at a ball of gold. Nikos and Stella told him to leave it there, but Jim wanted to take it to sell. Nikos and Jim saw the next cave. Stella told them not going. She felt someone was watching them. Jim saw a huge statue made of gold. They could not see the face of the god. The ground started to move. There was an earthquake, and the young people could not escape. On the news, it was announced that there had been an earthquake in Knossos and that 3 young people had died. Anastasio, Nico's mother, said that he and his 2 English friends, Jim and Stella, were in the caves under the palace of Knossos, but no one could find the door after the earthquake.
Analysis. The book The Watcher was written by Jennifer Bassett. It is a story-like book. We think it has a good quality as it has easy to understand text, which encourages us to imagine the scenarios that are being read and that makes it more fascinating. It is an interesting book that talks about visions and how this can bring negative consequences in people. which led us with a very important reflections with is that rich are not everything in life. Thank you.